Hey YouTube.com, welcome to another episode of Samplin Samples for Atelier month. This is day 3, and today I sampled Silver Iris, and I couldn't wait to put the camera on me to let you guys know what kind of day I had with Silver Iris. Silver Iris, released in 2013 by Atelier Cologne. Nose behind this is Jérôme Epinette. The big notes in this particular fragrance: Iris, Blackcurrant, and Musk. Iris is a note that really is, how can I say, Diaram is the benchmark for Iris-based scents. Diaram has an outstanding Iris. Outstanding Iris. It gives you everything that the Iris can give. It is very much authentic. It's very vivid. It really gives you every single facet of the Iris. So Diaram is approximately $100 or less online, depending on where you purchase. So a benchmark that is a designer scent that is easily available really makes simple Iris-based scents in the niche world a very hard sell for me. So you got to be great. You got to beat that benchmark. And a niche brand beating that Diaram benchmark with, 2 times the price, 3 times the price of Diaram, it's going to be a hard sell, and I'm going to let you guys know about that. So Iris-based scents like this one, Silver Iris, you better bring it. So let's see if it brought it. So Iris at times is known to be metallic, cold. And I found utilizing the silver bottle was pure genius by Atelier Cologne. I really felt like the imagery was put together. First impression on this fragrance, when I first initially put it on my skin, I was like, Iris. This thing is Iris, Iris, Iris. It's going to give you Iris from the start, right from A to Z. It never died through. Iris was your primary note all throughout this fragrance. It makes the scent a little linear. So to all of you out there that likes complexity, likes a little bit of differences in their scent, yeah, the secondary notes come and play a little bit, make it a little different, but Iris is your primary note through and through. The Iris hits you hard in that opening. It is, I didn't get much of anything. I know some people are saying citruses. I got a little bit of a grapefruit, and I don't even think grapefruit's in the note breakdown, so I don't know what I'm smoking here. But so the Iris itself, how to describe it? This is Diaram Iris all the way through. High quality. I cannot say the Atelier Iris is a bad quality. I would say it's on par with Diaram. However, pricing, right? You got to give me more than that. You got to give me more. But the Iris was very buttery, very clean, very much has that lipstick powdery vibe that a lot of you hate out there. I love it, especially if it's well done with great secondary notes. So what is this paired with in the introduction? Blackcurrant. Blackcurrant is my note du jour. I absolutely love blackcurrant fragrances. One of my favorites is actually right here, this nice purple and gold fragrance. This is my favorite of all time in the blackcurrant game. The blackcurrant pairs very much as a secondary note in this fragrance. It works very well with Iris. I really was looking forward to these two battling it out. The only thing with the blackcurrant in here, I wanted more. I wanted more blackcurrant. I wanted more berries. I wanted more purple. This was more it was more a big white Iris ball against the little lilac looking blackcurrant. I was like, come on, buddy, get bigger. Never happened. So I wanted more berries, and I wanted it to be more in the forefront. It's not saying the blackcurrant you can tell right away. By the way, anybody that is looking for a scent that is very simple, straightforward, and wants to know what Iris smells like, this scent is perfect for you, because the Iris is just booming over almost all the other notes in this fragrance. So if you really want to know what Iris smells like, Silver Iris is a great benchmark for that. It's not going to muffle it too much that you're going to know what Iris smells like right after smelling the scent. It's a no-brainer. It shows you every single facet. So the blackcurrant does give this fragrance a little bit of sweetness in the introduction. It's not too bad. I know a lot of people are saying this is too sweet. I never got that feeling that I was like, this is too sweet. It really, the blackcurrant gives that white Iris a purple hue, a little bit of a sparkle to the fragrance, and maybe that's that grapefruit that I felt like I was smelling. I think it's tangerine that's in the no break. I didn't smell much tangerine. I know there's a sparkleness, and I really felt like it was grapefruit, but I might be going crazy a little bit. There's some violets in here that really helps the purple imagery too, because violets, I think, purple Funny enough, the bottle itself, right? Silver, which I would pinpoint as iris, and the secondary notes which are violets and blackcurrant, they do make me think of purple. And the color on that silver bottle is actually, the label is actually purple. So I don't know if they made that, by design, but really interesting that all that played together. If it did, genius, genius. Once this dries down, and this fragrance lasted my whole workday, by the way. Once this dries down, it flawlessly dries down. It really doesn't move much, so it's really easy for it to dry down. The iris is still the main idea here. There's a small amount of patchouli, little dab. There's some amber, and there's some musk. It was really a simple, straightforward scent for me. Again, I used my whole sample in one day. So sometimes these little samples, I like to stretch them out for 2 days because I tend to discover more things on day 2. But for just the purpose of Atelier month, I really can't do that. I can't afford the time. So I just dosed myself in it and give you guys a video on it. So I felt it also warmed up a bit actually in the dry down here. And the main idea never really moved much. It was more of a softer iris, buttery, and then some fruitness and then some citruses here in the opening. Really some floral, but not much going on here. And then it went more to amber patchouli, so it warmed up quite a bit more into the dry down. A very simplistic, linear, however well constructed scent. So I can't really knock it as far as the iris. As an iris-based scent, it knocked it out of the park. It's just the price versus Diodome, which it all depends on you. So staying power, very good. 7 to 9 hours. I'm thinking even hit 10 hours here because almost a full work day here for me with high to moderate projection. It was high for the first 2 hours and then it was just moderate. It really didn't push much after that. Good things about this fragrance, very solid iris note. I can't knock it on the iris. Great iris note. The bad things about this fragrance, Diodome, it really kind of kills this idea that I can't really get away from. You got to be better than Diodome. I'm trying to make it as just okay, there's no Diodome in the world. Is this worth it? Yeah, if there was no Diodome in the world, yeah, maybe, yeah. Fairly linear too. Some may say feminine. So all the men out there will be like, eh. I still think it's unisex, to be quite honest. I would get this definitely. Easy to wear for me, to be quite honest. But I like Diodome. A lot of guys out there think it's too feminine. So if that's too feminine, this is too feminine. Just FYI. Final take, is this another sample, bottle worthy, or a pass? This is going to be another sample. It's one of those that I think I want to dissect some more. I want to see what the secondary notes can do here. But right now I'm on the cusp. I'm not too sure about this one. So that goes to a star rating, 1 being terrible and 5 being outstanding. I would have to give this 3 bottles out of 5. I really think that this one is going to go either way right now. I really don't know if those secondary notes are good enough to make this a bottle-worthy purchase for the price, or is this just, I'm okay with Diodome and I'm just going to stick with it. Sorry, but iris-based scents, it's just like soapy scents, right? Prada's got that game on deck. You can't sell me a $300 soapy-based fragrance. I don't think it's worth it. That's my take. There's a lot of niche fragrances that do outstanding juices. And this is not knocking Atelier at all. Great iris, by the way. Good job. But I can find it for much cheaper. So that's it. That's for sampling samples on Silver Iris, a fragrance that I was really looking forward to, especially with the blackcurrant. When I smelt that blackcurrant, I was like, ooh, iris and blackcurrant, this might work. Come on. It didn't, at least not the way I thought it was going to, but still solid release from Atelier Cologne. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a good one.